Hi, Jamie with you again. Thank you for joining me on Talking Sonics. I hope you're very well indeed. Now, 400 subscribers, more than, and for me, well, it's a small milestone for some, but it's a big one for me. I really appreciate you all being here. Yep, thanks for joining the team. This is a fantastic group of people, some great conversation happening. And if you've been following this series, you'll know that this is all about doing a recording comparison of two consoles. One, this Chilton Class A British built console, and this old sound reinforcement 80s Yamaha 1202, basically a live mixer. So my aim was to record the song Black Coffee, a cover song by Lacy J. Dalton, a fantastic American country singer. So I'm attempting to do this in my way, but this recording has become something different. And what I mean is, rather than it just being about doing a comparison between the two consoles, it's become a challenge in getting the right music production, in layering the right sounds together, choosing the right instruments, getting tonality right, getting performance right, getting the perfection and the feel of the instrumentation, the feel of the playing, working on my vocal approach, working on harmonies, and getting the whole thing just so. Not an easy thing at all to do. And this is the thing about YouTube. You might be watching some fantastic talented musicians out there with their great performances, great recordings, great mixes, and you might think, wow, they're just super talented and they make it look easy. And I'm here to tell you it's not. Forget the smoke and mirrors. It's hard work getting performance right, getting tonality, mic technique, everything about production is hard work. And for me, in this case, recording Black Coffee has been extremely hard, so much so that it's splitting into two directions. Now, I'm going to show you A/B dropping between or switching between the two consoles so you can hear the difference of the mic preamps. But this has become also a thing where I've got two versions of the song building. Now, for the first original version, I started with drums and the harmony acoustic guitar that you will see in the previous video to this. And then I layered up some Rickenbacker, quite strummy, Sheryl Crowish, sort of just clean rock strumming guitar, and added some other slide overs. I'm going to show you this guitar, by the way. So this is my beloved Rickenbacker 1964 335 with the F-hole. So look that up if you know anything about why it has an F-hole compared to a cat's eye. Let me know in the comments below. A bit of a rare gem. I also did this kind of thing. Octave accent notes, just to add some punch to the song. Let me put this down. And then there was some Steinberger, very ultra clean and glassy sounding, what I would like to call piano guitar power chords added in the chorus. Also some low piano bass notes and chords to give some punch into the chorus. And then vocals, so layering up a lead vocal, a harmony vocal, and a lower octave vocal. Now, might talk more about the vocals in a minute. Maybe not there, not perfect, but that's one way or one approach. In this approach of this song, the bass guitar that I added was quite sort of pumping and sustained sounding. So altogether, the whole rhythm was quite pop rock, quite full. And even, I found that the bass guitar became a little bit boomy. So there were some issues there. I was struggling also with the right vocal balance in terms of level of harmony versus the lower octave and whether to push them back in the mix with reverbs and delays. So finding the right delay times, there was some challenges there with that. So that's one approach. And the other approach was to make it much simpler. Pare things back. Go back to the drums and the acoustic guitar where I started. Nice, clean, sparse, simple sound. And then add some muted bass. Now I'm just going to grab my Asset G&L Fender bass, or Leo Fender should I say. Check this out, I want to show you something. Okay, here's the G&L, but here's some foam under the strings near the bridge, and this really gives a dull, muted, dampened sound just to really stop any sustain. Now the approach in playing this second attempt or second version of bass guitar for the song was just putting 1 or 2 notes in a bar, very, very simple, keeping things sparse so the vocals had room to breathe. Okay, so I wanted to explain a little bit more about the tonality of the muted bass sound. Yes, I did DI the bass, but I also ran it very gently into this Vibrachamp amp with Vibrachamp elements sort of intensity off, so it was kind of clean-ish, a little bit grumbly. You know, it's a dirty little nasty little thing. So the bass had a bit of clunkiness to it, and I played it with a pick. And then once I had just that very clean, dampened, dead bass sound, which was quite punchy in comparison to the other more sustained bass sound, I added the Rickenbacker guitars, but played in a different way, very muted, different chord shapes, very country, plucky, muted parts, but also some sort of twangy, slidey, bluesy notes as well on top. So a bit of southern 1950s Elvis country rock kind of swing about it. So that just adds a completely different feel. So I'm going to let you have a listen to both versions of the song as it sits, or as they are both progressing. Now, yes, you'll hear the A-B between the two consoles as I play these. So check out the two versions. Firstly, the sustained, more fuller, I would say, probably more pop rock version. And after that, we'll follow with the more pared back, country, more spatial, different feel. I want to know what you think, so comment below. Please stay tuned, have a listen to these. It's a really interesting approach, and yeah, get into it. Let me know what you think. 1, 2, 3.
Like coffee, blue morning, toast is burning and the rain keeps pouring. That feeling, I'm losing you. Like coffee, green and red, jealous of the way that you used to love me. That feeling, I'm losing you. I don't know if I can live without you. I don't know if I can understand it. Don't know if I can, know if I can. If I could only think of one good reason to make this squeezing love affair worth leaving, you know that I would, you know that I would. Like coffee, red warning, no good news in the news this morning. Bad feeling, I'm losing you. Like coffee, blue morning, toast is burning and the rain keeps pouring. That feeling, I'm losing you. Like coffee, green and red, jealous of the way that you used to love me. Bad feeling, coffee, red warning, no good news in the news this morning. Bad feeling, I'm losing you. I don't know if I can live without you. I don't know if I can understand it. Don't know if I can, know if I can. If I could only think of one good reason to make this crazy love affair worth leaving, you know that I would, you know that I would. Black coffee, blue morning, toast is burning and the rain keeps pouring. Bad feeling, I'm losing you. I got this bad feeling, I'm losing you. Bad feeling, I'm losing you.
So there you go, Black Coffee. It's been a challenge. There's a couple of interesting different directions happening here. This is certainly not the last of it for the song in terms of my recording production, which I'm still wanting to perfect further. But I think in terms of the comparison of the two consoles, this is it for now. And, you know, it's not really about comparing or sort of showing this one off as being the Class A better desk or the more classic icon desk. That's not my point. The original point, someone was asking about this, the original point to this is to say, how good is the Yamaha for a $100, you know, I picked this up on eBay for $100. They're easy to find. How good is it? You know, like it's got a really great tonality. It's really practical and beautiful. Now, certainly the Chilton has an airiness, and that brings about a smoothness to the top end and kind of this image depth that you hear in the music. And that's really the beauty of a great Class A microphone preamp. It really makes the best of the microphones, and you can hear more detail in the room, the depth, the natural reverberation of the room. That's the real advantage here. But the other thing to consider is that performance is key. Now, I'm trying to strive to get this fantastic musical performance that feels right, and you're aiming to get shivers down the spine. You're aiming for your listener to play your song and just keep listening intensely, and then get to the end, say to themselves, I need to hear it again. I need to hear it again. And then play it again, and then think to themselves, I need to hear it again. You know, if you can get them to listen 3 times, you're really on a winner. So shivers down the spine, really something that moves people. That is your aim in music production. This is a challenge. I find it a great challenge, an exciting challenge. But no, it's not easy getting there. It's hard work, and I want people to remember that. You know, I appreciate that a lot of work goes into these recordings or any album recordings from great musicians. They're not all just natural talents. So there you go, Black Coffee. That's it for these consoles, but maybe stay tuned for a final version later on. So if you haven't done so before, please subscribe. I'd love to have you here again with me on Talking Sonics. Don't forget to tap the bell below down there. You know what to do, and you can get the notifications of when there's a new video, etc., etc. I want to see you here again. Thanks for all your comments. Please keep them coming. I'm happy to communicate with you on anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Here I am. Let's share and build this community. Thank you for joining me on Talking Sonics. I hope to see you again very soon. Take care.